This is the most comprehensive program ever assembled on the topic of removable partial dentures, and it has a number of unique features that I would like to share with you. So we'll begin by pushing the start button, which then shows us the 8 sections that are present in the program, beginning with an introduction to removable partial dentures that contains information about indications, the classification systems, and the components. And then if we look at the RPD evidence-based information, this contains all the scientific data that's been published relative to a whole series of these topics: patient satisfaction, periodontal health, shortened dental arch, whether patients use their partial dentures or not, and factors that affect success, failure, abutment, survival, and loss, the bone changes that occur, chewing with removable partial dentures, and then a very unique section that talks about education and clinical practice relative to removable partial dentures. The other sections, there's foundational concepts, which is where we want students to begin so they understand the essential characteristics of partial denture function. They understand how to use a dental surveyor and survey cast, and then the unique sections on 10 guiding principles that are important to the success of removable partial dentures, along with 50 guidelines that are helpful when planning and designing removable partial dentures. And it ends with a section on aesthetics and precision attachments that are sometimes used with removable partial dentures. There's a section on the components, and this goes into more detail to each of the major components of a removable partial denture. And then there's a section on occlusion, all the materials that you use in conjunction with removable partial dentures, and then the large comprehensive section on clinical and laboratory procedures that takes you on a journey from diagnosis and treatment planning down through the investing, processing, and finishing of resin bases. It even includes a chapter on the computer-aided design and framework fabrication using printing procedures. The last 2 sections have to do with clinical placement and post-placement care, as well as different design options that may be used, such as placing implants beneath a removable partial denture base, rotational path partial dentures, the use of resin-bonded extracoronal attachments, swing lock, provisional, and flexible framework removable partial dentures. Perhaps the most unique part of the program is the 3D RPD program, where you have the opportunity to bring up a removable partial denture and the cast that it attaches to, and you can move this around, you can zoom it, you can pan it around the screen, and you have the ability to grab a hold of the cursor at the top and actually seat and unseat the removable partial denture, place it and remove it from the patient's mouth, in a sense, giving you the opportunity to describe how removable partial dentures function, as well as the different components that make up the removable partial denture. And there are a variety of different designs present in this particular program, such as the RPI design is one of those that's available. And then we have the RPA design that can also be shown. And these have different types of designs, different types of major connectors. And for all of these, you have the ability to turn off the RPD cast, turn off the partial, and just look at the cast, turn on the partial denture, and turn off the cast so you can look at just the framework. So this is, we think, a very unique program. There's also an image gallery that gives you the opportunity to look at any one of these chapters and then click on that, and whatever are the pictures, figures that are present in that particular chapter, you can look at those individually. So allowing just a journey through pictures to study and learn. There's also an animation and video gallery, again allowing to do the same thing. By each chapter, you can go through and look at a video that would show, in this case, a path of placement along with a removable partial denture that happens to have a wrought wire clasp. So this is a brief overview of the 61 chapters that are present in here, over 3,000 pictures in color, and about 200 animations and videos to help learning and enhance the knowledge base relative to removable partial dentures. So this very unique program is now available through eHuman.